Hello, this is Irvin Griffin, and people that celebrate the conviction of Bill Cosby 2 years ago on sexual assault of Andrea Constant, I warned them back then. And a couple of them were even friends of mine, female friends of mine that were celebrating it. I told them, I said, hey, don't y'all get happy, because there's so many legal loopholes and so many legal things wrong with that case. Don't be surprised if it gets overturned. Well, almost 2 years later, today at 2:30, the Pennsylvania Supreme Court overturned Bill Cosby's sexual assault conviction and immediately sprung him from prison. And really, the basis of it was the original agreement Cosby made with the Pennsylvania prosecutor back in 2005. They determined that year Andrea Constant told Bruce Castor, then the district attorney of Montgomery County, Pennsylvania, that Cosby, now 83, had drugged and sexually assaulted her in his mansion the year before. At the time, Castor declined to prosecute Cosby, stating that there was not enough evidence to get a conviction. Instead, Castor suggested to Constant, a former Temple University athletics administrator who had once considered Cosby a mentor, that she pursue a civil case against Cosby. Castor came to an agreement with Cosby that if he sat for a deposition in Constant's civil case, he'd be immune from criminal prosecution. Cosby ultimately settled the suit with Constant for $3.338 million. But a subsequent Montgomery County prosecutor, Kevin Steele, brought charges against Cosby 10 years later in 2015, having him arrested days before the statute of limitations expired. During the Cosby's trial, which resulted in his conviction, this was back in 2018, it was on 3 counts of aggravated indecent assault. Prosecutors brought up Cosby's deposition, specifically his admission that he gave quaaludes to women he wanted to have sex with, and also his admissions to numerous extramarital affairs, most of which, by the way, in that question, if you read that whole deposition, most of it was talking about back in the 70s and not really related to the Constant case. But anyway, in its judgment today, the Pennsylvania Supreme Court held that the decision to use Cosby's assertions in his deposition against him deprived him of his Fifth Amendment rights. Cosby, the court stated, had been subject to, quote, an unconstitutional coercive bait and switch, unquote, which the court characterized as, quote, due process violation, unquote. See, I warned people, do not celebrate, do not get all happy, because there was so many legal things wrong with this case that do not be surprised if the decision got overturned. Well, today it got overturned. Bill Cosby is free from jail. You may like it, you may not like it, but the fact is, the prosecutor, and I'm not saying the man was innocent or anything, but if you overstep legal bounds to get even if the man is guilty of sin, legally, this can happen. And guess what? That's what happened. Anyway, that's all I got to say on this. I'm out.